Today's first review is for Suicidal Penguin. Oh, how the fuck do I pronounce that shit? Silver 5 NA. I think the game I'm gonna do is this Nocturne game right here. So, looking at the runes, I think this is fine. Attack speed, attack damage is all pretty good on Nocturne. Like, when it comes to runes and masteries on Nocturne, I think there's one guy I look up to, and that would be Nocturne. He's really known for his Nocturne. He actually has 2 pages for Nocturne. But anyway, what he always seems to run is like movement speed quints and I think armor penetration or marks. I guess the reason is that outside of ultimate, Nocturne doesn't really have a cap close, so he relies a lot on movement speed. And Nocturne already has a pretty good AD steroid from the Q and the attack speed, so I guess those stats aren't necessary from runes. I don't know exactly his thought process behind it, but I've tried this page and it's pretty good. Or something like this is what I've tried. But I think the page that you were using is alright. And the masteries, again, oh yeah, you have a Nocturne page here. So I think this is pretty good. I'm not sure if a Butcher and Feast are needed though. Executioner is alright. Helps with the finishing the gangs. But you could have like double-edged sword and expose weakness instead, I think, of Butcher and Feast. I don't think you need them. And now if I compare to Nocturne, his previous game was Nocturne game, so I think this is pretty much always what he runs, I guess. So he actually goes all the way on the spell weaving and the blade weaving. And doesn't get the full fury and sorcery. But he actually gets the Butcher and Feast. Oh, I don't know about that, but I guess they're worth it. He feels that they're worth it. And he actually splits the rest of the masteries between the defense and the utility, getting the bladed armor for even faster clears and again stacking on that movement speed along with the quints, and he gets the fleet of boots, so he would have like 6% movement speed from just the runes and masteries, which is a lot actually. But yeah, I don't think there's like right or wrong, but for sure it's worth having a look at what Nocturne is doing, because I think he has played thousands of Nocturne games and has reached Challenger and all that shit. So for sure he must have tried a lot of different things. So looking at the jungle matchup, it's against Warwick, and he went for the steal. I think yeah, you might be able to 3-buff him. It's a like if Maokai or Nidalee was guarding that entrance, you would have lost a lot of time and got nothing for it, so it's always risky to do those rebuff attempts. And sometimes people leave wards even at the buffs, but I think yeah, it's a fine risk to take sometimes, but now it's working out, I guess. You're out of sustain now, so I think Nocturne's gank before 6 aren't also the greatest. Like, you need some levels on the fear possibly, like. But yeah, that's a good gank. Like, I think the really strong part about Nocturne is how fast he can farm the jungle. Like, if you just did exactly what Warwick is doing, farming the 6, I think you would be really ahead even from that, but you also have the advantage that you can actually gank. Not the best ganks, but still pretty good ganks. Oftentimes what happens is that they flash the fear, so, and it's all only for 1 second, so. And nowadays the fear is also like sending them away from you if you can't chase them, so it's not as OP as in the past. So I guess you're going for the flare straight up. Yeah, and you're getting wards, which is nice to see. I think yeah, bot lane looks like a decent opportunity, but they have okay, and I think Warwick was just way ahead of everyone else on that, so I think it was kinda sloppy gank attempt, but since Warwick jumped the gun like that. And then you get the sweet, sweet ultimate in the mid lane. But this start is like insanely good for you. Actually, there you could have maybe even get the pink ward for dragon or something like that. And I don't think you can solo it, but well, maybe you even can. But yeah, you could just like put even more wards there and just to make it sure that Warwick won't get those ultimate ganks off, and that you would be able to counter gank him. You don't always have to spend like all that money on just items when you get ahead. And I think he's too strong for you to handle right now. You went really ahead on the items. Actually, I think Warwick was well ahead on the combat stat, and you didn't even have a level advantage there. And again, you get the mid lane down with the ultimate. So far, really nice use of ultimates. I think top lane might be gankable if you just went for it from... I guess last time you were kinda trying to go for it when you went to their jungle, but the Warwick surprised you. And yeah, here you are too late, nothing you can do. And it's against 4 people, so you could just go to red buff directly. I don't think you even... Well, maybe you can hold the tower, but then again, probably not. Yeah, would have been maybe better just to leave the turret if there are 4. Accept the trade with the mid turret, just go to red, take it, and look what you can do after that. Also, if you stayed alive at the red, you might be able to transfer that to like a gank after that, and or a dragon. So yeah, can't get too greedy when defending those turrets early on. Losing the tier 1 top or bot turret isn't a big deal. I think it's a pretty common mistake to die there. So you're going for the Ruined King. I think you might have been a lot stronger by not even finishing the lantern, to be honest. Like it doesn't really do anything until you have the stacks, and for the past fights you've had the lantern, but you haven't had the flare. So what I'm doing on the flare junglers right now is to not finish the lantern until I have the stacks, actually. So I think I find it to be a lot stronger way to... That way you don't like delay your power spike that much. Like right now, all the money you spent on the lantern is kinda wasted until you reach the stacks, and sometimes it costs you the opportunity to snowball the game even more. Yeah, you need to farm up the stacks right now, and especially every time your ultimate is on cooldown. Like I wouldn't even try fighting that much at all when my ultimate is on cooldown. So you have the Ruined King now. Once you have the flare as well, you are gonna be so beast, but like at the same time kinda squishy. So having fights where they are able to have 2 people or more focus you down will be pretty hard to play out because, well, you just die instantly. So next up would be some health items for sure, like I think they actually have a like triple AB team comp, so you gonna need some magic resistance here. So again you get a pretty sweet ultimate. And the chase is on, but yeah, nice flash, nice chase. So dragon isn't up yet. Yeah, you could be just split pushing. Yeah, you get the flash there. And you even clear up the wards. But I wouldn't look to fight right now. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Was it the dragon that you were trying to defend or something? But with 2000 gold like this in the bank and being squishy like this, there's no way you should have fought right there. You just needed to ping your team back and maybe even give up the dragon. Like, it's not worth to die there. And even the steal attempts, I wouldn't go for them usually. But it's good that you're now getting tanky. But maybe the mistake is actually also with this. The armor doesn't really help that much, to be honest. Yeah, they're gonna be doing a lot of magic damage. But then again, I guess your main focus target is the Lucian, so having the randoms is alright to have. But yeah, you need to fit in some magic resistance soon. I'm not really sure what's like the best item. I guess banishes will have to do because I'm not sure Spirit Visage is all that great. And maybe you want Mercs, but they have Maokai Root and Thresh hooks and some slows, so maybe Mercs would be fine as well. Holy shit. Yeah, you got the Mercs as well now. Are they really going? Oh, they did get the Baron for that. I guess fuck. Of course the fucking replay crashed when I tried to go back. Let's restart it then. But yeah, I don't think randoms needed to be a priority item. I think I would have been just happy to go with the coal and mercs. So I think the start of the game was like near perfect for you. Triple buffing, getting those kills on with ultimates, getting kills without even using ultimate, and but then there was like the occasional cocky positioning and trying to beat the, I don't know, hero, trying to save other people, or trying to just contest shit that you are really not able to contest. Like well, what was the dragon where you had the 2000 gold? It was pretty bad idea to go there. You just needed to recall. And the bottom turret when they have 4 people, like, I don't know, I would just keep it up without even thinking about it, to be honest. You were pushing the mid at the same time, so that was fine. And I guess you were trying to get the red buff there, and it was almost working out for you because you were beating the Warwick there, but and that kill was pretty good. Wait. Yeah, then you get the flare rush. And this ultimate by Warwick was really bad. And the great ultimate in the mid lane. I think we can just skip ahead now that the replay has loaded. And they get the dragon right now at 18 minutes. And you get another kill. Yeah, now it comes the dragon contest. You just needed to recall right after, like, clearing that wave, I think. Even, yeah, this is just the worst idea. Ezreal is far away, Chase is pushing top. Like, you should see this in the map before even going near the dragon area. Enemy is missing and likely doing the dragon, and you have only 3 people, so it doesn't really matter what Ahri getting caught. Like, she was dead at that point pretty much. Yeah. So you just got baited by teammates and whatever. And even the whole idea of going even near it was bad. At least until Ezreal arrives, but even then you were like really stacked on gold and didn't have the items. So I'm not sure if you noticed, but Warwick is like almost completely magic damage right now. Even his ultimate is magic damage. His passive is magic damage, his Q is magic damage. Para Flare is magic damage, Witch End is magic damage. Maokai, Rod of Ages is magic damage, all his spells are magic damage, Stone Mail is magic damage. I mean, of course AP translates to into magic damage. So, and Nidalee is also magic damage on like everything she does. So. I think a lot of the time you just have to like think about who are the damage dealers in that team, and it's not just Lucian. I think it's true that most games Randuin's Rush would be pretty good, but not in this game, I think. It looks like Warwick is using a lot of focus on you. And of course you're gonna meet Nidalee in the melee range usually. And Maokai is also gonna be there, so. Of course if you dive in the backline that you are against Lucian, then you're gonna need the Randuins, but you don't have to play that way always. You could just like peel and stay on the front. Like not really dive in all the way to the enemy background. And now this phase check was kind of bad. You needed to have the vision over the ledge over there, like just even walking to that area alone like that is not great. You're not really full tank like Initiator who can just get caught like this with two huge damage items and not a lot of magic resistance and HP yet. You're not gonna be able to just page it like that. And again, it's kinda dangerous to chase like this if they were. Yeah, they have Baron buff, so I don't know what the plan was right here. You just got to take a chill pill for the next 5 minutes when they have the Baron buff. It was too early after the Baron, they hadn't even like recalled yet. So if you chase someone, they might just all turn around and group. Now they're trying to get the inhib, but I think you might win this fight. But not really. Now the Lucian is also doing a lot of damage. And Ezreal tries to stop it. I don't think Nocturne is at his best at the big team fights. He's kinda like this duelist type of champion and very strong at like affecting split pushing and shit like that. And it doesn't seem like, well, now you're finally buying like Negator. But that's only after like 4 deaths, so. And also Lucian is pretty big now. There's really no one to help you with the dive. Like Sorari could try it, like assassinating Lucian, but I don't think she really can do it. She's kinda far behind on the items and they might have the support for that, so I can't see more of this game right now, but for sure, like, the itemization wasn't the greatest, I think. And looks like you finish off the game with the banshees, but I think you needed the banshees maybe before the randoms and the way you got initiated on a few times or get caught by trying to help your teammates wasn't really the greatest.